Hi there, Emmanuel here from empowermentteam.org, and today we're going to be talking about how to make money online with solo ads in 2020. Okay, so solo ads is this absolute maze that most people can't get it right, because there's a few factors, because it's not the best form of traffic. I mean, it's surprising I'm actually even doing this, because normally I don't even like solo ads. I've used solo ads before and I've struggled to make it work. But then I spoke to a friend of mine who is actually doing very, very well with solo ads. And I was just saying to him, what are you doing? What is it exactly are you doing that others aren't doing? And this is some of the things he taught me. And I tried it and I started to get some success from it. So this is why I put this video together. So let's go through this. Firstly, what is a solo ad? Yeah, solo ad is basically somebody else has gone out there and built a massive email list, and these are some of the places you can find it. This is one of the very, very common places that people go. It's called Udemy, and all these people here have got big email lists. They've got massive lists. So what they do then, they've got this big massive list and they sell their list, or they let people send emails to a certain portion of their list, or they send emails to a certain portion of their list. So you pay them per click, yeah? So for example here, this one's 52 cents a click, yeah? So if you got 100 clicks, it's 520, what's that? Yeah, $520, yeah? So, what the problem comes is in the way that certain of these people build their lists. Yeah, either they buy it from each other. There's this kind of, they buy from each other. This person buys from this person, So what that does then, that's just a saturated, same amount of people. I've got a certain amount of people on my list. You buy some off my list. I buy some off your list, but we're just kind of diluting the same sort of people, or the better ones, and usually the better ones you don't even find on things like Udemy, but the better ones, they do their own advertising. They've got their own products a lot of the times and they do their own advertising. They might do Bing ads. They might do, Google ads. They might do Facebook ads. So they do their own advertising. So they're actually bringing in new people through their advertising. They try and sell their products and then they sell their list, but it's still a business. Don't forget, they're still selling their list. So, but you won't be the only person. So you think to yourself, right, okay, I'd like to buy 100 names off your list. I'd like you to send this email to 100 people on your list, but you won't be the only person that they're going to be sending emails to on their list. They're going to be bombarding that list, which is what tends to happen. So they've got all these people on their list that get bombarded all the time. And then people on their list then become what I call serial opt-iners. They're not actually people that want to buy anything a lot of the time, but they'll go for the free gift. They'll opt in. They'll go to your page. They'll click on your link, go to your opt-in page, where they have to leave their name and email to get the free gift. But that will be the last they'll do. They'll do that, and that's fine. So now the trick is, how are we going to find the few gems that's on these solo ad vendors list that come onto our list and then buy, So I hope that makes sense. If there's any questions, you can always leave it in the comments box below, right? So this is kind of a marketing model here. Yeah, we have the traffic, which in this case we're saying the solo ads. Yeah, so you buy some solo ads from a decent vendor. Say you buy 1,000 names. Yeah, all right. Now what a lot of people do. This is another mistake. So I'm going to tell you the few mistakes and the things you should avoid, especially in 2020. Things have changed, yeah? You shouldn't be sending solo ads directly to any product. ClickBank, JVZoo or whatever, or even like my product, whatever. You should not be sending them directly to there. Because really, if I'm buying a list of people off somebody else, I'm hoping that some of them opt in to my list, and then I can start building my own list with the help of the people on their list. Yeah, so this person's on their list. The solo ad vendors are now, if they opt in, they're on my list for whatever the free gift or whatever you're giving away. And then you send them on to the offer. It should always be that way. And I'll tell you why in a little bit. But a lot of people are trying to do this solo ad straight to the offer. That's old school marketing. It doesn't work. So you should be stopped doing that if you are doing it, Then what we hope that somebody then buys the product. And this is one of the most important things, guys. If you're going to use solo ads, you need to make sure you've got the right product. And by that, I mean a product that has upsells. Yeah, it's got to have an upsell where you make at least $500, maybe up to $1,000, maybe even more. Yeah, so that the person that potentially buys this product here is then sold other additional products that are higher priced, and you make a commission on all of that. That's one of the reasons a lot of people fail with solo ads, because they just get this $20 or whatever commission here, say $50, $20, $50, and that's the end of it. So now, they're always going to be losing money because the solo ad's going to cost them a decent amount of money, and they're not going to even have any chance of making it back because they've picked the wrong product. So number one, pick the right product. Make sure the product has an upsell. That's one of the things that my friend taught me, and I personally do now, because if you look at the numbers, because unfortunately the conversion rates for solo ads, I don't even care how the solo ad vendor is generating the names, the conversion rates are lower. They're lower because the type of people on the list are what I call serial opt-iners. They will opt in all day long, but they're not always there ready to buy. Yeah. So if they say 1,000 people, conversion rates for solo ads are usually about 0.5%, sometimes even lower, 0.25, depends on the solo ad vendor. So that's why you got to get a decent one. You got to get somebody that really, generates their own traffic, not just buys all this rehashed traffic from other solo ad vendors. Yeah. Let's say it's 0.5%. Let's work with that. Yeah. So that's about 5 sales. If you get 1,000 people, you email to 1,000 people, you'll get 5 sales. So if we're saying you make a $20 commission, you've now made roughly about $100. Yeah. But if the solo ad, a decent solo ad, the solo ad vendor that I use for 1,000 names would cost me $800. You can get them cheaper, but already I've said to you that, look, if you buy these cheap quality, your solo ads already aren't great. So if you buy the low level solo ads, you're more or less throwing your money down the toilet. You've got to be really, really careful with that. So get a decent vendor, and if you want to see the person I personally use, then I'll leave it in the link below this video. There'll be a link below there somewhere. Yeah. So say you paid $800, you've made $100 here. So you're down. You're $700 down. So that's why it's so important to have a product that has an upsell. Yeah, because now maybe this upsell now gives you, say, $600. And if 2 people buy, which usually when somebody's already bought, they're more likely to buy again. So the conversion rates are now a lot higher. So now 2 people buy, so that now makes you an extra $1,200. So now we're in the black. Yeah. So overall, you spent $800 on the solo ad, a decent one. You made $1,300 back. So you're $500 in profit. And on top of that, you now have a list. You have people that have opted into your list. And so if we have patience, we can then get even further sales because we're going to continue to email the people. Here, this bit here, this email list bit here is again the second thing where a lot of people go wrong. You've got to have the patience and think, right, I've got these people on my list that I got from the solo ad vendor. They're now on my list. Now I have got an opportunity to build a relationship with these people, to give them value. And the person that actually mentors me talks about this section they call the value series. Yeah, where they actually use videos. Yeah. So, but you can use videos, you can use emails, but you're consistently trying to build a relationship. That's what I do with my list. I'm consistently trying to build a relationship, trying to show them the value of the products I'm trying to sell, which is what you should do, because then you will get these sales here. You will get the upsells as well, but it takes time. I mean, the solo ad that the last solo ad that I used, I broke even. It took 2 weeks to break even. That's 14 days. And then it took another 2 weeks, I think 2.5 weeks before the one person got the upsell. So now I was in profit. But it's the patience to do that, and it's the continually building of a relationship. And then I've got all these other people still on your list that you can continue to build that relationship. So some of them that didn't even buy straight away or didn't even buy in the first 2 weeks, maybe later on now in a few months or whatever, will finally think, this person has given me enough value. I trust them. I'm going to have a go. I'm going to see what this is about that he's trying to sell me, So, but this bit here is the bit that's very, very important if you make solo ads work. So the 2 main things I think where a lot of people go wrong is, one, they don't pick the right product. If you're going to use solo ads, conversion rates aren't great, so you have to have an upsell where if you get the one gem on this solo ad list, that one or two gems that decide they're going to buy this and they're going to buy all these upsells, which it does happen, you're now way in profit, and then once that's the case, you then carry on building value with all the other people on your email list, and then you'll get even more sales, and then you'll make even more profit, so that's the thing. Now, to make solo ads work in 2020, we need to have a decent product, and we need to continue to build value. This bit here, the email list bit here, where you get people on your email list and you build value. But if you can make it work, then solo ads, I think, is one of the easiest forms of traffic out there. You don't need to go out there and learn about videos. You don't need to do Facebook ads, Facebook lives. You don't need to do TikTok and all this other stuff. You just get a decent vendor, and once the numbers are converting like this, that all you got to do is just buy more traffic from this person. It's a beautiful thing, because that other person is actually really doing the advertising, and doing everything, and you're just buying it off them, which is great if you're getting them to convert. And they can convert if you do those few things that I said, and then, once okay, the numbers works with this guy, maybe I'll try someone else. And then you have the freedom to do things like that, So it is a beautiful thing if you can make it work, but most people, they struggle to make it work for the reasons I said earlier, But anyway, listen, I hope that helped. I hope you got some value from that. If you did, then please just take a second, just give it a thumbs up. Also, share it with anyone else you think might get some value from it as well. If any of this didn't make sense and you need some clarification, then just leave any comments in the comments box below. If you want to see the actual thing that taught me about this most important bit here, what we call the value series, then I have access to a free 4-part course where I teach you more about that. And also my mentor, the person that taught me on it, has a video where they're gonna just tell you everything. They're gonna tell you all about the gems, why a lot of people's marketing doesn't work, whether they're using solo ads or anything, and why if you fix these few things and build a decent value series, why you'll start to see success. It helped me. So if you want to have a look at it, I'll leave a link below this video. You can click on it and have a look for yourself. All right, once again, thanks for listening. Till next time, you take care, and I'll speak to you soon. All the best. Take care.